Folks, you've seen my first guest filling in this week, and actually the past couple of weeks for Tom Brokaw on NBC Nightly News. He's also the anchor of NBC Saturday Nightly News and the anchor of the news with Brian Williams on MSNBC and CNBC. He's a very busy man, as you can tell, and he's got a lot to tell us because it's been a crazy couple of days. Please welcome Brian Williams. Thanks very much for coming. I know it's actually hard for you to be here because...
I have nothing else going on, just 9 broadcasts today, but it's fine, you know.
And all dealing with the collapse of the world as we know it.
Basically. No larger... Well, of course, you're Mr. News. You're trying to do news at the top of the broadcast, I noticed. But if you feel... any day you feel you can do it better than a trained professional, you're welcome to come down to the 3rd floor where we work at this craft all day long.
Really? I could do that? Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, security would stop you in a heartbeat.
They won't let me get to my studio, let alone your studio.
It's unbelievable. We have the president's continuing problems, obviously.
What's going on there? He had some kind of affair?
He spoke today in...
I don't see you very often.
In Martha's Vineyard, and while not apologizing, he said he's become an expert in the forgiveness business. And...
what does that mean? Is that supposed to be an apology?
I'm not his spokesperson. You'll have to direct all questions to the White House spokesperson, Mike McCurry, I think.
Okay.
Conan?
I'm sure that's a guy. I'm sure I get right into that room, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah. They would welcome you with open... They love the mouth thing. That's all they keep saying. They love the mouth thing. And let's see, Yeltsin, Russia, total meltdown. Yeltsin,
what's happening? The economy, the paper there is worthless now, the ruble,
the ruble is as we said the other night, in rubble. And he went on television this morning and said, I'm not going to resign.
Wait, did you make a joke on the news? Because if you want to make jokes, and you feel like you're trained to make jokes, and you just feel free.
I noticed the leader of the best band in show business. Never once invited me over, applauding you. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So we got that.
You got that. Now, how does this affect the world, the Russian collapse? I mean, it's affecting...
well, Wall Street. You know,
Street.
Everyone's taking a bath. I just got off the phone. Since I have been sitting here, I've suffered a paper loss of $100 million. I mean, and this is... My wife and I have fired this week 100 people who work for us just doing lighthouse work around the house. I mean, it's awful, and they say we news people aren't in touch. Of course we're in touch. We lose as much money as everybody else, you know.
100 people for lighthouse work? You guys must be slobs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have some hygiene problems, and thanks for bringing that up. Where do you
Well, I'm curious about this. Do you actually own stocks? Because I've seen you this week talking about the stock market taking a big dive, and I noticed a little welling up in the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
What's it like when you own stocks and you have to report on how the stock market is?
Like the Indian in the trash commercial, don't litter.
Young people don't know what you're talking about.
That's true. He's gone to being a Native American now since the commercial was made. But you know, I own no more stocks than the average person. Mostly, you know, like everybody else, I'm sure. Mostly they're companies in the sex industry.
This is very brave of you to come forward. You've invested heavily in the sex industry.
Yeah, look, if I don't, I've been working so many hours this week. If I don't come to a venue like this
After this interview, you won't be working this much again.
Oh, boy.
Tom Brokaw is going to be watching in the sex industry. He's going to pull a giant lever, and you'll be catapulted.
Brokaw, as you may know, has this ranch in Montana. So my family and I went out to a vacation in Montana 2 weeks ago. And I had to come back early to do the news, of all things. And I get on the plane, and the ticket agent in Bozeman, Montana, rips my ticket and says, just under his breath to me, does he have you working at the ranch, too? And, yeah, I did a little work, but, I just thought that was so mean.
Are you palsy with Brokaw?
Yeah, we're very good friends. And we're friends, too. We decide that's what our relationship is like. Do we want to be friends or friends? We make that decision on the fly, pretty much. It's good news that the mouth isn't working this early in the day because, as your audience may know, we tape, and I'm a few minutes away from doing the other broadcast, the news thing.
What do you mean we tape? This is a live broadcast.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
That's right.
It's good of you to be here. I appreciate that.
Tuned in last night to get the flavor of the broadcast knowing I was going to be on tonight.
I sense a criticism of this show coming.
Well,
should I strap myself into the chair?
Only your body. There you were without a shirt on. I had to adjust like vertical hold, contrast. The whitest man in America had this little patch of red hair between the breasts, a very nice look. And,
wait a minute. Between the breasts?
We got a big screen.
I don't have breasts.
I got one of them big Mitsubishis at home. They were huge.
Really? I'd like to watch myself on your screen. I might enjoy the show more.
And then...
you know what's weird? I took off my shirt last night. Salma Hayek was here, and she took my shirt off. And well, the craziest thing about it is we wear makeup on the face. They put a little on the hands. But it was so obvious. You take the shirt off,
Chest, didn't they?
and it's like healthy, normal guy, healthy, normal guy, healthy, normal guy. He's a sick Irish freak all over his body.
That was like going to a Benjamin Moore dealer. That was like white.
All right.
And we got this hurricane, which is now a hurricane again. Bonnie hit shore, tropical storm, and now it's out over the water, and it's regenerated into a hurricane.
So wait, it smashed into the shore. You know what? This happens when you're friends with people like you. It collides with the coast, retreats, and then becomes an even more powerful hurricane?
Out over the water where it gets its strength. And we got Danielle behind it. And I was thinking
Danielle's is a different hurricane.
A different hurricane and a strong one. I was thinking this week, who makes these names? You don't meet that many Bonnies or Danielles really in life. They don't get them from mainstream America. And they're leaving out areas of the country. Connecticut isn't represented. You don't see a Topsy, a Bitsy, a Skip.
Because if you tell people, flee, Hurricane Skip is on the way,
right,
no one's going to run away.
A very polite hurricane that brings with it brie cheese. But, you know, Queens, New York, great part of the country, never had like a year of Queens names, like Hurricane Vinny, Hurricane Ungats, or Forget About It. Hurricane Forget About It. You know,
I would truly fear Hurricane Ungats. I would pack up everything I had and I would get out of town.
People with, alternative lifestyles. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But why, when we have two storms in the Atlantic, can't they be Brad and Dirk? I don't know. I don't know.
There's a good reason, believe me.
I have
Brad and Dirk are piling up off the coast. Good news.
I should have thought about it before I came out here. Well, I've just got to get some of this out of my system. I mean, you can only watch...
You've ruined your career, being here, and I really appreciate it.
Well, no problem at all. Only watched the president so many times.
The sex industry. I hope someone picks that up. You're the anchor and the managing editor for the news with Brian Williams on MSNBC and CNBC. I like that I'm telling you this.
Yeah,
you know?
I was enjoying it.
You seem very tired. By the way, you're also the anchor of the NBC Saturday Nightly News.
That's right. That is absolutely
correct. It's an assignment I've just given you.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you come by, but Brian, we really appreciate it today. It was nice of you to make
Good
the
luck
time.
on that primetime special.
Hey, thank you very much. Brian Williams, everybody. Lewis Black is coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.